Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming for the fourth house astrology reading. This is not the typical astrology reading that you find here on YouTube. This is just digging into your fourth house, which is the house of Cancer and the house that is controlled by the moon. This house is all about your family, what you're nurturing, your mothering instincts, your security, what else, your psychic abilities, your emotional well-being. So all these elements are going to be pulled out, which in this reading, to see where you are in these aspects of your life personally. Okay, so this is a collective reading, so let's see what is going on overall, okay, with this energies that Cancer has brought into our lives at this time. For everyone, it looks like this Cancer season is really bringing out a sense of us getting very strategic with what we're doing in our lives, whatever it is. It could be plans on being, a better mom. It could be things around the home, getting more organized. It could be about your job. It could be about anything. But what I'm seeing here is that this strategy is being worked towards, your spiritual growth. Okay, some crown activity here, and your financial well-being. Okay, some of you are figuring out a strategy on how you're going to become wealthy. Okay, most of you are sitting there planning and getting into the greedy aspect of what it takes, strategizing on what it takes to become wealthy. Okay, and also working with spirituality and opening up your crown and dealing with the energies that has to do with all this spiritual ascension that is going on for you at this time. So it's a lot of spiritual work going on for most of us during this time, which is not surprising. I mean, the Cancer house is highly spiritual. Is moon, so things that have to do with the mind and anything higher is what is going to be enhanced at this time. So more connection to your intuition, to your spirit guides, to the universe, you feeling more psychic, all this energy. Okay, but also it's also about security. So your wealth and your well-being and security, your home, all that is on your mind. And a lot of us are strategizing on how we're going to get these two together in our lives and in our homes in the most amazing way. But I also feel that there could be a female, okay, that may have the keys to this, that will be introduced to you during this season, that helps you to attain this wealth as well. Okay, so that's also a possibility for a few of you. So these are what the Cancer energy is bringing out in most of us right now. Okay, now when we talk about the fourth house, like I said, it's about our emotional well-being. And right now it seems that for us, the collective, there's a lot of interference going on, distractions. Some of us are considering walking away from things that are not working for us. Okay, but I also feel like overcoming certain attachments that are not healthy for you is also happening here. Okay, I also feel like a lot of you are in emotional pain. Okay, there's some bad luck and some sadness and some you feeling like things are not going in your way, feeling like things are not happening in a good way for you. It's like the emotional state that majority of us are in is not a healthy one, but somehow we are overcoming it. Okay, some of us are overcoming and seeing what we were addicted to that were not helping us to move forward. Okay, and so we're walking away from things that were not serving us in our highest good, that we felt chained to, that we felt like we couldn't get away from. Okay, and all this interference and all this stuff is really affecting us on the emotional level, where we don't have a lot of clarity like we're supposed to. Okay, for the majority of us. Okay, so there's this big fog going on, but there's also changes that are happening that is in a positive light. Okay, so this is what's going on here with the emotional well-being. When it comes to our security, which is all part of the fourth house, the collective is really going through a period where there is indecision. okay, or a balance that needs to be reached in things that we're doing. And some of us literally, are relying on the people that we're with, our partners, our lovers, to help us, feel secured financially in our home, and we depend on that. But I also feel like some of us are torn, okay, in making the right decision that's going to help us to get the security that we need in our home, okay, because you have the lovers here, and that is what I'm feeling like. I'm reading it as, there's this an imbalance, okay, in what we need to be doing, actions we need to take, and how much energy we need to extend, and balancing it out with our home life and all that is something that we're working through here, okay, when it comes to our security, okay. I'm also seeing that the family itself is not in such a bad shape. The overall energy that I'm getting from most of us is that we are all doing well in our homes. At least we don't lack anything, okay. We got food, clothing, and shelter. Everybody's doing well in the home. There's not so much of a financial lack that is going on. And even if there is something that is not meeting up, it is in our plans, okay, that we are all focused on creating that stability, that wealth that gets us from any stagnation or any financial imbalance or not having enough for anybody. So that's what I'm seeing that is going on in the family structure. It looks good financially now, during the Cancer season, okay. So it's not so bad there. Now the home itself is going through a deep organizational energy. It's like you got the emperor energy. So the parents are being more authoritative and getting more organized, and having your plans right, okay, when it comes to how you're managing the home. You are better at it, you're cleaning better, you are sticking to your protocols, and how you're raising your kids and managing your environment and everything, okay. So this is a very good energy in the home, okay. It's an authoritative energy that is in the positive light, that is making you better parents and also raising your kids in the better environment and a better light, okay, mentally, emotionally, physically, and in spiritually as well. You are we are operating, okay, overall we are all operating from a higher authoritative energy, and that is really, really good, okay. So this is positive moving forward here, okay. Now when it comes to what we are all kind of nurturing into existence, because the fourth house is also about what are you nurturing. It's not just about children and raising them, but anything that you're nurturing is a child, right? It's a new beginning, and it's something that you're nurturing to grow, building, and it looks like it's very, very good. You've already started. You are in a stage where you feel more empowered in whatever project that you're nurturing into existence. You know what to do. You have all the tools, the inspiration, the fire, the energy, the money, the zeal to move forward, okay, to overcome any failures that you are going to encounter, that you'll be facing in this project or whatever it is that you're doing, okay, and moving into a space where you feel more inspired and you're taking actions, okay. You are fired up, you know what to do, you know how to overcome your failures and your struggles, and this is really, 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 really good moving forward for you during this Cancer season, my collective, okay. This is really, really good. Now when it comes to during this season, we also need to be cautious of certain things, and that is the spirits are saying that being out of balance, which we have the Lovers here, so an issue with balance in our consciousness and how we're thinking and seeing things is a bit out of whack. So we need to get in a balanced way of seeing things and making sure that we're not overextending ourselves and tapping into our psychic powers and using our intuition to our advantage to find the balance that we need. We need to be very cautious about that. It's time for us to become more insightful, have better understanding, and self-evaluate the things that we're doing more, okay, and meditate more so that our home is a safety net for us, okay, creating that warm environment, okay, for ourselves and our children is what we need to be focusing on and being cautious of at this time, and not creating any imbalance that makes the home an unsafe place for ourselves and the children. It's what we need to be cautious of. Overall, the benefits of the season for us, you know, for us during this Cancer season is for us to focus on creating that financial stability even more, moving forward and creating the desires, okay, that we need, functioning from our passions and fulfillments and, you know, desires, and having fun and being joyful in going after things that we truly want, that is more tangible and sustainable for us and our family. We have the ace of this here. Whatever it is that, you know, this energy is bringing is going to have us move forward in a confident way that creates more stability for us to continue to stay in this 10 of coins energy, and to also create that, you know, that legacy that we have no lack moving forward. So this is what this season is bringing for us, and this is the ending to our 4th house astrology reading for this season. I thank you all for being here. I hope this reading has shed some light on where we are in our homes and what we're nurturing into existence and our family life in general. The overall advice is for us to stay strong and be strong in moving forward in being the great parents that we are, and nurturing the finances and the security and the happiness that we need in our family. All right, thank you all so much, and I will definitely see you all soon. All right,